Tung Sahur drank the ballerina cappuccino, but why? The ballerina was bothering Tralalero a lot, so Tung Sahur told her to stay away in order to protect him. But since the ballerina was crazy, she didn't listen to Tung. And in the end, Tung Sahur drank the cappuccino. Like and comment for more stories. Her stepmother, Ballerina Cappuccina, was treating Tralalero very badly, and her step-sibling came and tried to lick her lollipop. They beat up Tralalero and stole her candy. Ballerina Cappuccina was very pleased with this, but then Tung Sahur stood up like a true hero in front of the crazy Cappuccina and said, "I will save Tralalero." If you also love Tung Sahur, like this, comment your favorite character's name below. Did you know how the story of Tralalero getting beaten up for not getting out of bed ended? Tung Sahur used his famous beating move this time on the crazy Tralalero, but as a result, Tralalero called the police and had Tung Sahur arrested. If you think beating someone is wrong, like this post and write Tung Sahur in the comments. At school, they made fun of Tung Sahur. They bullied him just because he was different. Tung didn't want to go to school anymore. One day he had an idea. He decided to paint himself black to look like them. But when his classmates noticed, they threw him into the pool and the paint washed off. Never try to be someone you're not. Be a good person. If you agree, like and subscribe. Have you ever wondered why everyone wants to drink the ballerina cappuccino? One day, Tung Sahur gathered everyone. He said, it was the ballerina's fantasy all along. Everyone was shocked. They were like, what if something happens to you? But the ballerina said, I am a cappuccino. The ballerina part is just background. So Udindindun drank the ballerina cappuccino. Like and subscribe. In other videos, other characters drink the ballerina too. What happened to Tralalero Tralala? Tung Sahur immediately rushed him to the hospital. Luckily, expert Dr. Ballerina Cappuccino was there. She tried to fix Tralalero, but failed and started screaming. In the end, Tung Sahur intervened and saved Tralalero. If you love Tung Sahur, subscribe Tralalero Tralala, like and comment. Tung Sahur, who is he? But before he catches you, quickly like the video and follow. If you did it, comment Tung Sahur right away. He's the strange figure that appears at your door in the middle of the night, looking like he's made of wood, with big eyes and a creepy smile. His name? Tung Sahur. According to rumors, if someone still hasn't woken up for Sahur after being called 3 times, he suddenly breaks into their home. And that's when he hits you on the head with a baseball bat while shouting Tung. So, where did Tung Sahur come from? He's actually inspired by the traditional Ramadan drummers, but thanks to the dark side of AI, he's taken on a much creepier form. This absurd character is going viral on TikTok, and there are even different versions of him: Bombardino, Crocodilo Bombambini, and many more. Yes, their names are as weird as the characters themselves. Which one do you think is the strangest? Don't forget to write it in the comments. Her stepmother, Ballerina Cappuccina, was treating Tralalero very badly, and her step-sibling came and tried to lick her lollipop. They beat up Tralalero and stole her candy. Ballerina Cappuccina was very pleased with this, but then Tung Sahur stood up like a true hero in front of the crazy Cappuccina and said, I will save Tralalero. If you also love Tung Sahur, like this, comment your favorite character's name below.
They drank ballerina cappuccino, no ballerina. He was very angry and said he would attack Tralalero. If you love Tung Sahur, subscribe. If you love Tralalero, comment a heart. But Udindindun, and he cornered Tralalero, and look at me, boy.
Okay, lil bro, I am the best.
He said wake up, and then Tung and Udindin had a fight. Comment if you love ballerina. Leave a heart, like, and subscribe.
Is Tung Sahur real? Is there really an anomaly that chases people with a stick and beats those who don't wake up for Sahur? Here, we'll reveal the true story of Tung Sahur. But first, if you're not afraid of Tung Sahur, hit follow and like the video. Every like shows our strength. If you've already liked it, comment Tung Sahur, I'm not afraid of you, so we can see how many of us there are. In short, Tung Sahur is a wooden man and a monster known for beating people who don't get up for Sahur. He became a hot topic in Indonesia, but the most misunderstood fact is this: Tung Sahur doesn't kill or seriously hurt anyone, he just beats them up. Tung Sahur has become a globally recognized character, but don't worry, This character was created using artificial intelligence and isn't real, so he can't harm you. If you already knew that, don't forget to like the video and send it to a friend.
Tralalero Tralala drank the ballerina cappuccino, but why? The ballerina had made Tung Sahur very angry. So Tung Sahur went Udin and held a meeting with Tralala. "Who wants to drink cappuccino with me?" he asked. Tralalero begged, saying he had waited his whole life for this moment. The ballerina said, "Don't worry. If you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends, you might get to drink it too in the next episode."
Ballerina Cappuccino didn't like Tralalero Tralala, and one day she decided to marry Matteo. Matteo was a very good man as a stepfather, but the ballerina treated Tralalero very badly. Her step-sibling Udin stole her candy and started making fun of her. One day, Trala called Tung Sahur on the phone, and Tung Sahur came over and saved Tralalero. If you like Tung Sahur too, like the video. Tung is the man. In my previous video, Tung Sahur drank Ballerina Cappuccino. But what will happen now? Ballerina Cappuccino, who married Matteo, was going through tough times, and Matteo had started to cry. Their son, Udin was furious and swore to take revenge. Tung Sahur now had a powerful enemy. Will Matteo be able to get his revenge in the next episode? If you want the next episode, subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with a friend.
The story of Tung Sahur you never knew. But first like and subscribe before Tung Sahur catches you. If you did, write Tung Sahur in the comments. Very good as a baby. But one day he decided to beat those who did not get up for Sahur. And that's because they made fun of him at school. Not a very successful student in Minecraft. Loved to play. To get rid of thoughts of beating. Every day that famous beating stick gets in your dreams. One day he found that stick. In fact, that stick in his hand was one stick made of the same tree. So the stick is part of your own body. Characters like Tralalero, Tralala, and Ballerina Cappuccino. He said that he should not beat those who do not get up for Sahur, because they say this is wrong. Tung Sahur was also aware of this situation, so I don't actually beat them. I'm just letting you know with the stick in my hand. He said, "I'm coming." And the event is closed. Which character is the most interesting to you? Write in comments. Like and subscribe.